much for tuning in to Tits and Giggles this week. So I wanted to cover art, just talk about art, because Art Basel is not happening this year in Miami. And that's just something that is real big and real well known. Everyone goes, some people just go just to network, and a lot of artists go. And a lot of people go to see the beautiful art. So I just wanted to talk about art and boobs. So meet my guest this week.
My name is Chris Diggs. Also go by KD. I'm a DC artist, visual artist. I do everything from canvas paintings to body painting, graphic work, murals. It was kind of a thing where you're working a job and it's like, damn, do I really want to do this for the next 40 years of my life? And it was trying to think of something that I could truly enjoy getting up and doing every day. And at the time, I was really into tattooing. And
wait, you was a tattoo artist?
Well, I was into tattoos, and I wanted to get into tattoos.
Oh, okay.
It started out with just like drawing my tattoos, and that turned into drawing tattoos for other people. So I wanted to, make this a profession. So I asked my tattoo artist what I needed to do.
You could have been on Black Ink if you would have went that route with the tattoos. You could have been on Black Ink.
I've been an artist for, honestly, at this point, probably about 20 years or whatever. I started it was just about sketching, just drawing. I was really into comic books growing up, very heavy into graffiti also growing up. But over time, I realized that I had, to be honest, just had a God-given talent, and I just wanted to kind of keep figuring out what that could mean for me. And over time, that sort of transitioned into being a part of art shows, but the focus being primarily on pop culture. But then more recently, I'd say within the past 5 years, just really focusing on creating stuff that's for women of color, particularly Black women.
You said you was into graffiti growing up. You wasn't spray tagging people places, none of that.
I mean, that kind of comes with the territory a little bit.
You was a bad child, Lord.
Slightly, just a little bit.
What do you consider your art style to be?
I do a lot of pop art, and I do a lot of female figure painting. So I paint a lot of Black women. A lot of my work focuses around Black women and the Black female body. I also do portraits as well. But yeah, I don't like to restrict myself to doing just one particular thing. So
my art style is considered, it's a concept called crosshatch. So even looking at these paintings behind me, the detail is kind of hard to see it from a distance, but if you get really close to the paintings, you'll see that each individual layer, when it comes to creating a foundation, so the shadows versus highlights, is created by this concept of literally creating small X's all over. So you're talking about tens of thousands of lines that help build a foundational piece to make this look very realistic. But then when you come very close to the work, then you'll see that it's actually just a combination of individual lines.
Oh, wow. So you just draw little X's everywhere.
Pretty much.
Make a big picture. So is this tic-tac-toe with the artwork? Do you feel that a lot of artists tend to focus on women's bodies? Because I see a lot of comic book artists, for instance, so they always emphasize big boobs. And then I see just other, you see old school Greek paintings where it's boobs, titties all out and all that stuff, bodies all out. Mm-hmm. Why do you feel like a lot of artists focus so much on the female body?
That's a tough question to answer, and I can't speak for all artists, obviously, but I think for, at least from my concept, and to be honest, a lot of my work isn't necessarily fully focused on the complete women form. However, I do think that, as an artist, the most beautiful form in the world there is the female form. So, again, growing up, I started with drawing comic books and, comic book characters and Spider-Man and Spawn and a whole bunch of other characters, and like that form was cool and all, but then when it came to really just understanding the concept of art in general and trying to just really encompass all of that means, I feel like it's one and the same. Art and beauty is the female form.
All right, I know that's right.
Well, I mean, I feel like the female body is just, it's a perfect work of art. There's the curves.
All right now.
Curves, the way you can manipulate it, the different shapes and sizes that women come in. So I feel like it's a easy subject matter that everyone can relate to, men and women. Because as much as I paint women with clothes or without, probably 75% of my sales are to women. So.
Oh, wow. So these men ain't supporting you. That's not right.
Actually, no, I guess now I think about it, I do get more women that purchase my work. But then again, I'd say still the majority of my work is of women of color. So, I mean.
And your work is probably expensive. And see, look out here, it's women supporting you out here.
I mean, you know. We
want to see ourselves naked. We want to look at ourselves.
Everybody likes a nice body.
So, like a lot of these women that you paint, are these women that you dated before, or are they just random women that you see, or just women in your mind that you envision?
You look at the paintings that are directly behind me, of course, well, this is Erykah Badu. There is that departure from thinking about pop culture like Erykah, or, you know, the concept of Nefertiti embodying Black women beauty. You know, you're only seeing like a third of this painting. It is 7 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Erykah Badu painting is 4.5 feet tall. So I like to really work big. And I think like that's the thing that interests me. And like that's where it's like kind of like my favorite sort of stuff. I do, as a matter of fact, there's this one painting I just finished the other day. This is starting to kind of get into the level of being a favorite.
All right. Yes, with the lips. Yes. That's that City Girl. That the person in that picture, JT got them lips like that from City Girls.
JT does have similar lips. When it comes to answering that question, a lot of times I do try and find references. So the people that I do take or do paintings of, a lot of times it's just references that I've found online that I think are really interesting. Sometimes I do take, I do have muses that I reach out to, and they will model for some of the paintings I do. You know, when it really just comes to like what I'm really trying to do, it's about empowering Black women. So like I don't want it to feel, and I think like that's the departure from what I was doing before. It was very pop culture focused. Like I do want it to be not like the regular woman, but I want it to be people that, you know, in some cases I know, or just somebody that I find very interesting, their look. Like I will take that on and use that as basically as a muse for my work.
So you say you want to empower, you know, you want to Black women and stuff like that. Then why you never hit me up to be a muse for any of your paintings and stuff like that? I just feel some type of way, you know. I'm art, I'm beauty.
You are very beautiful. You are art, you are beauty.
So if I see a dope photo that I feel like just the position of the woman would make a good painting, I may take that. I mean, I have done some live women want paint, you know, nude paintings of themselves.
Oh, wow.
So it just depends on the particular canvas that I'm working on, what the subject is. Sometimes it has come from my head where it's just an idea and I just got to get it out on the canvas, but it all varies. It was a R&B singer called Roselle, and we did a live, IG live, where I painted a photo of her, which is a photo of her, like the silhouette of her naked for one of her singles. I painted that live.
Oh, that's dope.
And she ended up getting that painting. So,
wow.
A lot of people like to see themselves naked.
For, you know, we talked about women's bodies and, you know, how some artists, they have an emphasis on women's bodies. And you said because, you know, women have beautiful bodies. Do you feel that it can take away from the focus, the woman's brain?
There are definitely times where I'm drawing men too, you know, but like when it comes to just the overall concept, as long as I think people and artists are staying true to what they want and what they're trying to portray, I think the mind and body, so to speak, all kind of come in the same piece, if that makes sense. Like,
my art isn't meant to just be like, it's not like a porno magazine or something. It's not made for that.
You don't think porn is art? Because sometimes it can be art, sir.
But at the same time, like, I don't feel like my art is taking away from a woman's brain, because I feel like in me painting women, oftentimes I'm painting them and it's like a reflection of their strength. Not necessarily, of course, it's you know, a beautiful canvas, but at the same time, I feel like because I'm constantly so I was raised by strong Black women. I depict that through a woman. So it may be her stance, it may be her with the crown, it may be the way her posture, the way she stands. And then I paint women of all sizes. So it's not just, I'm not just painting one particular type of woman. I feel like.
Do you do all boob sizes too?
Yes, I do all boob sizes, small, big. The moment you show like a boob and or a nipple in a painting, then it becomes something like, oh, maybe I don't want my kids around this. You know.
Wow, that's not right. They see how they be trying us big boob women. It's like boobs are natural and y'all don't want to see the titties hanging on the wall. It's not right. When you have to breastfeed with these things.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I don't discriminate. Certain clients, all they do is buy nude art. Their entire house is filled with nude art.
Wow.
So it depends on the person. You know, everybody's looking for different things and different vibes.
Are there any projects or anything that you want the viewers to know, to check out?
Well, you know, with it being the holidays, my commission list is pretty high. So I'm really trying to knock those out. I just finished a couple pieces, like personal pieces, but you know, right now, especially with COVID cranking up, a couple shows have been canceled that were supposed to be at the end of the year. So right now, you know, everybody could just follow my Instagram at artby_KD to check out new work that I'll have coming out and new events possibly in the future. I also offer portable paint packages, so you can have your own sipping paint at home, and I can mail you all the materials, and the canvas will come pre-sketched. So you can
that's dope.
You can have a pre-sketched big boob lady.
Honestly, I think a lot of my time, like I said, was dedicated to the show. Is going to be at Mokata. Mokata is in Brooklyn, basically Fort Greene, Brooklyn. It's going to be an amazing show.
Is it going to happen next summer, or is it still up in the air because of COVID?
It's still up in the air because of COVID, but last we talked, it felt like it may be like in the fall, so maybe like August, September, something like that. You can reach out to me. So my Instagram is Chizer. That's my old graffiti name. Chizer, CHIZER 198. And then also, if you just want to, you know, talk about art or like talk about something where it's maybe potentially purchasing these, I have started to make some prints of this stuff, but because of the museum showing, I was trying to kind of postpone that a little bit. But regardless, if you want to see more of that content, my website is www.lasttrainleaving.com.
All right. So thank you so much for coming on my show. All righty.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I know that you have a trash football team. I forgot the name of the team.
They just won on Thanksgiving. They beat the team that's on your shirt.
He's an excellent person, man. I love that.
2 Redskins fans. So sad. It's a sad day.